Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create or build an AI agent and automate LinkedIn posts on n8n. So the process is going to be very easy and very simple. We're going basically here to head over n8n and we're going to head over the workflows. We're going to head over the workflow. We're going to add the first step, which is going to be the on message. And for here, we are going to test the chat. So we're going to type in here, for example, hi. Now we're going to have to add another node, which is going to be HTTP. So we are going to have HTTP and we are going to have the HTTP request. So we are going to put the method, as you can see here, as we are going to put it as a get. And the URL, I have put it on the description section, which is going to be this one. So we are going to have it in here. Basically, we're going to paste it like that. And for the authentication, we are going to let it as none. So everything is okay. We're going to test it just like that. So we're going to type in here AI, maybe agent, and put it like this. Normally, it is going to have a problem. It is going to be okay. So we are going to double tap in here. We are going to see the problem. So we are going to add the variable of the chat input in the specific, let's say here, this one. So we are going to have the chat input in here. So we can go ahead and have it just like that. Now we're going basically here to test up this step and it is going to be executed normally. So we're going to have AI agent. So just like that, we have it in here. So you can go ahead and see that we have a lot of suggestions and we need maybe to clean them a little bit out. So now to clean up it, so we are going to add another node, which is going to be XML. We're going to have it just like that. So we are going to let it to turn XML to JSON, and we are going to have here the data. So we are going to test it up, and you're going to see that it has cleaned a little bit, as you can see here, the complete, as you can see, suggestion, the data, and everything. Now we are going basically here to have another cleaning. So we are going to add here a split out. So we are going to click on here, split split out just like that, and we're going to have it just like this. So we are going to have the fields to split out. So we're going to have here the specific, the complete suggestions, as you can see here, are these. We're going to put it just like that, and we're going to test it out. And as you can see, it has cleaned up a little bit here data. So you can see that it has set up something like that. Now, what can we do in here? So basically, I think that it is going to be something added like that. Now, we are going to add another step or another node, which is going to be in here the edit field. So we are going to click on edit field and then we're going to have here some data added. So we are going to set up the mode to manual mapping. Here for the field to set, we are going to add. This string is going to be an array and you can go ahead and type in here maybe keyword, for example, keyword, just like that. And for the value, we are going to have the data. So we are going to put the data just like that. Now, what we're going to do is to add an option, which is going to be ignore type conversion errors. So we're going to have it just like that. And we're going to add it like this. So we are going to test up this step. And this is, as you can see, something added in here normal. So you can go ahead and set up here the, as you can see here, the tracks. So here, as you can see, we have the XML, and I think that this is going to be from here, from the first step, which is going to be in here to there. So you need to take here the specific, let's say here, data. So I think that I have made this a little of here mess up. So we are going to head over the HTTP request. So I think this is okay and this is okay. We can have here the split out. Let's see here if we have the split out, and this is it. So I'm going to delete the split out because we are going to have here the complete suggestion added just like that. So you're going to have here the complete items. So you can have here everything set up or the complete suggestion or the suggestion as it is. So you can go ahead and test it out and see everything right in here. Now, what can we do basically in here? We have edited, as you can see, the specific, as you can see here, the fields. We are going to add another node, which is going to be aggregate. We're going to have it just like that. So we are going to have the individual field. So we're going to have the execute the previous nodes. So please execute it. So let's say here, we're going to test that out. Keyword null. So let's see, everything is set up. Now, what are we going to do? I'm going to head over here. That is why I have insisted on adding or testing out at least the things in here. So what are we going to do in here is to add the keyword, and we're going to have it just like this. So we're going to test it out. So, okay. So this node is, as you can see, set up. So now what are we going to do? Now what are we going to do basically is to set up the test in here and wait for it. Again, if you do not see the check mark, you need to step back and test it out. Now what we're going to do is to add another node, which is going to be a loop. We need to set up a loop over items because we need it. The batch size, we're going to have it as 1. So we're going to have here the branch. So we're going to test it out. So everything is working fine. So we are going to delete here the replace. And also we are going to delete that specific loop. So what are we going to do basically in here is to add an AI model, which is going to be on the loop. We're going to have here open AI. So we are going to add from the open AI the message a model. Now we are going to rename, for example, the open AI as maybe post generator, for example, for LinkedIn. And we can go ahead and have a text as like that. The model is going to be choose a model. So we can go ahead and use the GPT-4 mini. And now for the most important thing is going to be the prompt. So we can go ahead and type in a prompt. So we can go ahead and have a prompt like for each keyword, create a LinkedIn post, no emojis and etc. So for each LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, for each keyword, so word like that, create a LinkedIn post. So, and now what we're going to do is to place our keyword in here. So we can go ahead and have here the loop keywords into the prompt. So it is going to be added just like this. And then we're going to have the output content as a JSON, just like that. And we're going to test at the step. So wait for it, insufficient quota detected. So here we have something as a problem for generators. So I think that current quota. So this is, I think, integrated on the OpenAI. As you can see, I don't know why. Maybe it does mean that we need a specific subscription in here. So it is going to be something very simple. Now, what we're going to do basically here is going to have something added, which is going to be the weight. So we are going to add here weight. We are going to have the weight. We're going to have here the interval of between 2 to 3 seconds, and we're going to test the step. So I'm going to have it just like that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, put this node in here, and we are going to put it just like that. So I'm going to have it integrated in this specific area. So we are going to integrate it again on the loop over. So now what are we going to do basically? So it is going basically here to have the action. So I can go ahead and play it. So the generator is not working. It is okay in here, so it doesn't matter a lot. So this is the plan that you need to set up. Now we can go ahead and add a last node, or not a last node, but a split out a node. So we are going to have it just like this. And then we're going to have the previous nodes, as you can see, and then you're going to have it for data. So you can go ahead and connect your data. So for the data, you need to test them out. So unfortunately in here, I didn't have the, as you can see, permit to test this. It is unfortunate. So you can go ahead and have the data from there. So you can go ahead and have here the data like these. So you're going to input the data from here. Now the last step is going to be, I'm going to show you, which is going to be in here. So I'm going to delete that because the split out is going to be coming from here to here. Now, we're going basically here to have maybe another, as you can see here, node, which is going to be recording the data for Google Docs. We're going to type in Google Docs, or not a Google Doc, but a spreadsheet. So we can go ahead and have spreadsheet. So we can go ahead and create, for example, a spreadsheet like that, and then you're going to have the create or add a title. So you can go ahead and add a sheet, for example, like that. You can go ahead and have the URL of it, and then you're going to have it just like this. That was pretty much it for today's video. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.